So let's start with the kind of standard outside stuff. This is a 2015 Mercedes Sprinter 515 CDI XL long wheelbase extended. It's a mouthful. It's a 2-litre 6-cylinder engine, which is plenty. You do get a bigger version, but it uses a whole lot more fuel. So that's kind of up to you whether you like them or not. This is the one we've got. The cab is kind of standard, and the only thing we've really done up here is that we had one of our friend's parents create amazing leather seat covers for us, which are awesome, which made such a big difference because we had the kind of standard bus seats in, which aren't so great, and they were bright blue and we didn't like them. So we've also got armrests on both seats, and we did install some extra USB ports and voltage and amp meters. And then we do also have a bench seat, which has quite a lot of storage underneath it. So we like to keep our tools and spare parts and fire extinguishers and that sort of stuff under there. We've got our cool little branding here. These are all the little companies that we run. So check them out if you want. Shameless plug, but it's worth it. What we've done, which I really love, one of my favorite features of the van outside, we've done a bucky liner or bed liner, depending on where you're from in the world, all around the outside, and it made a huge difference. We go through a lot of dirt roads and bushes and thorn trees and stuff, and that just stops the scratching. And we did it all the way up onto the grill. Helps with the look, you know, kind of seamless and keeps it tough. What we have done is we've put on all-terrain tires. Made a huge difference to us. It was one of the biggest changes that made a huge difference to where we can go. We had commercial tires on originally, which could make dirt roads a little bit slippery and a little bit iffy. So now we've got that, which is cool. And moving on, we have our shore power connection, so that we can plug in when campsites have power, which is most of them. Moving on from that, we have this cool little outside plug, so if somebody else wants to plug into the van wall, you know, if there's only one plug point or something and we want to do something else on the outside, we've got an outside waterproof plug. And then we also have 2 water tanks, so 2 65-litre water tanks. One is under here and one is under the back. We actually ended up using the spare wheel mechanism, the thing that holds the spare wheel under the car. We ended up using that to hold the tank, and it fit perfectly, so that was really cool. And then we have just a small little 10-litre grey water tank that we can open and release from underneath. We've got our ladder that leads up to our roof rack. Up there we've got all sorts of stuff. We've got our roof box, which keeps our winter and summer clothes separate. Depending on the season, we store the other clothes up there. The roof box is sitting on top of our deck, which when we remove the roof box, we can use it for looking at game or looking at animals or just amazing sunrises or sunsets. We've also got the solar panels up there. I'll explain all the electrical stuff to you just now. And we've got a whole bunch of storage underneath the solar panels. So also on the roof rack we have our roof mount for our big axe, in case we need to chop some big wood. And then we also have the paddle for our inflatable kayak, as well as the kayak itself. And then on the other side we have our spare wheels, since we used the spare wheel space for our water tank. Moving on. So the bus came with most of the windows, except these ones. These are the ones for the bedroom, and we put these in ourselves. They are kind of standard canopy for a truck or a bucky. They're canopy windows that we got when we installed those. It was scary, very scary, cutting a big hole into the side of the bus, but it worked out really nicely. And no leaks. That's a good one. On the back, we've made this kind of cool rack here. It stores the gas bottles. It makes it a lot easier that you don't have to always hook up the gas, and we really like the fact that the gas bottles can sit outside. They are safe and secure. We've padlocked them, and they've got a bicycle lock on them, so no one can steal them, because that can be a thing, unfortunately. Then we've got this cool little shelf here, which we use to store our firewood and charcoal and stuff. It does get wet occasionally, but that's not really an issue. And then on the back we've got this side step, and obviously the doors that lead into our bedroom. So there's the bedroom, but Erin will take you through that just now. No spoilers. And then we've got our kind of camp setup. We've got an awning that we can pull out and set up, and it's got two different panels that we can shape into an L shape or just a big square or use as a side screen. It's just a really cool thing that we came up with. It had some teething problems, but we've worked them out. It's really easy to take down, it's really easy to put up, and it cost a fraction, like honestly a fraction of the bought ones. So we were quite proud of the awning, I must say. Erin and I put a lot of work into it. Got this cool little outside table that lives in our garage. Should speak about the garage, hey. Forgot about the garage. So, our garage. Because of the kids' beds, we had to make sure that we all had enough space and we had a decent garage space, so that's what we've done here. We've got a cool drawer pull-out system, and then this sort of multi-use area that houses things like our tent, our big outside tent that we use for the kids' playroom when it's rainy. We've got picnic blankets, we've got our charcoal grill cob, we've got our extension cable, and then we've got our cool little shower. Pretty simple. Clip it up there, we've got a curtain that goes on, and then the taps are just here. You put it on and you can stand and have an awesome shower with amazing outside views. And then also on the outside we've got two cameras that feed through to the rear view mirror. One is specifically for reversing and the other one replaces the rear view mirror since we can't see. And then we also have reverse sensors that help us reverse. Okay, so back to this side of the van. One of my favorite features, this little tabletop. It's a 3-in-1 tabletop, which is really cool. We can use it for outside, we sit around it, we cook at it, we cut things on it. It's awesome and I love it. And then we also use it as a desk. We work from the van obviously, so need a nice comfortable desk space. Super important that we have a proper office setup. So we can use this as a desk in two different ways actually. There's kind of a quick setup desk for if we need to do work on the move, or there's the kind of more comfortable long-term setup, which is also the dining room table. And then we actually have two different tabletops, so we can set up a whole bunch of different combinations. Before we go inside though, let's just discuss the electrical. So under here behind the kids' seats we have a whole bunch of electrical stuff. We've got the battery, which is a lithium battery that we built from a kit, which was really cool, saved some money, and it was fun to build a battery. It's a 210 amp hour 12 volt setup. We also have our inverter, which is a 16 kVA 1200 watt inverter charger, which has a built-in solar charger and everything, so it's all one unit. You can control it from here. You just kind of flip the switch and then we get the inverter going, and we can obviously monitor where the battery's at and how much power is coming from the solar panels. Solar panels, we have 3 110 watt SIGS thin film panels. They're amazing. They're much higher voltage than usual panels. They're 74 volts a panel. So we never ever struggle with the charge, even on very cloudy days.
And now moving on to the more beautiful inside of the van. So, the all-important laundry basket. It's a laundry holder. We've got this bag, which used to just float around the van very irritatingly. We've got a washing line, which sits on there, which we hook up to the back. And all our pegs. So it's super nifty and keeps everything looking nice. Then we've got our little dustbin. We've got our speaker that connects to the car, and our phones via Bluetooth. And this basket holds our tripod, shopping bags, and cell phone chargers. Here are the car seats. They are seat belted. We have car chairs, so we've got Isofix professionally installed. And then the kids' chairs just clip in. Over here we got seed pouches that we also got made, and that holds quick access sunblock, walkie-talkies for when we can't hear the kids on a noisy road, and our bird book. It needs some TLC. We're trying to be birders. And then we've got this drop down which seals off the front and the back of the car, and that is great for privacy, and also we found that it helps the temperature at night. Above here we've got storage, backpacks and running bags, some odds and end crafty stuff, hats, and again another storage container with our working stuff like mouses and things. And then over here is Matthew's screen. It's adjustable, and that is where Matthew works. Our screen also connects to our media box, so we can all watch shows together, and the kids can also watch shows when we're on a long drive. Here is Kyle. Kyle holds all our shoes. Super nifty. Seriously, shoes go everywhere. This is Karen.
Why is it called Karen?
Because Karen's full of shit.
Sorry, Karens. It's the memes. It's not us. We're not against Karens, but we had to.
We had to. And it really is full of it. It's full of all the schooling stuff, Lego, and games. It's amazing what we've gotten into there. Then over here we've got a few little cupboards. This cupboard holds our oils and cloths and any bigger bottles. And over here we've got a snack cupboard. Quick access snacks for everyone. And then over here under the car chairs we have our fan and our drinking water, and we've got toy bags for the kids. These are pretty awesome, and they each have their own one and they can go it as they please. And now to the kitchen. Kitchen counter number 1. Our beautiful plants that are bolted down. They don't go anywhere. I don't believe Velcro would hold these puppies on the roads we've been on. So if you're thinking of Velcro, make sure it's very strong or a very light plant. Matthew left these awesome little hooks on when we were building the van, so we've got these little crochet baskets that hold all sorts of things. This is our 2-plate gas stove that's connected to the gas outside, and it just clicks on and off. Our basin, which has hot and cold water, and this little button is the pump, and it also pulls out. Our drip tray. In here is our kitchen cupboard, I suppose. It holds our geyser and soaps and all those things. Then over here is our fridge. We have it locked at the moment. And there's our fridge. It's a Dometic fridge, and it can be both fridge, freezer, or fridge and freezer. So it gives us a lot of space, and we tend to fill it. And then over here we've got sliding drawers which hold all our pots and frying pans and coffee utensils. And then this counter we have our bread box which we got, and Matthew secured it so we don't have to move it anymore. The less you have to move, the better. We've got our soda stream and our little spice rack. And then over here, my fruit hammock. These will soon be going live one day, but yes, our fruit hammock. And then over here we have drawers for all our cutlery, crockery, a few more spices. We like to cook, so there's lots of spices, plates, knives and utensils, mugs, and Tupperwares. Yes, you need Tupperwares in a van. And here is where we store our cutting boards and really big frying pan. And over here Matthew made these beautiful little book stands, book holders, so we keep all our books that we're currently reading and a few magazines, and they're super pretty. And then over here, this is our nifty stopping basket falling outer trick. Nice little bungee, but that just tucks away when you stop somewhere. And that's all our fresh food items, pastas and things. And then over here is our nut and smoothie container. Because we've got so many things for nuts and smoothie stuff, we needed its own little spot. And then in this cupboard over here is our mirror. And we've got tinned items so that it don't roll out and attack anyone. We've got a coffee station with hot chocolate in the works, Amy's clothes, Taylor's clothes, and then all the jackets and jerseys at the bottom. And then we've got our cabinets with all our food. We had other locking mechanisms, but they didn't work, so we went for something more robust. So that's our pantry of all those kinds of things. And more pantry. And this is towels and bathing things. And clothes. And more clothes. So there are lots of spots for clothes. And for the curtains, we used some linen. We hemmed the edges and we added a dowel stick at the bottom. And then you roll them up and they disappear. Hello. And we've also got LED mood lighting hidden behind the curtains. Over here we've got our light switches for inside the van. For the bedroom. For the kitchen. And then these are our outside spotlights. We actually have an aircon. This is currently only used when we drive. It's not connected to power, but the engine. But we haven't actually needed it other than when we drive. And there is our toilet. It's our compost toilet that we made. And we've used it on the odd occasion when it's really raining and we don't want to go outside. Otherwise, most campsites have really great toilets, so it's unnecessary. And welcome to the bedroom. This is our uber comfy double bed. Seriously comfy. And when we use the extender bed outside with the tent, it becomes a really, really large king. My feet don't even touch it. It's fabulous. And then here are the kids' bunks. And they fall down at night. You just unhook them. They come down. And this mechanism gives you so much more headroom. It's totally worth it. Kids also have their individual lights, which they can control. And we sleep here. We have a USB port over here. And Matthew also installed little mood lights for us in here, which is great. And these little pouches hold all our little personal items, watches and those kind of things. And then over here is our couch. So what's really nice about having the couch is that when you get to a spot that is so pretty, you can actually just set it up, sit down, enjoy the view. Often we like to work and look at the view since we drive around the country to find beautiful places. Seems silly just to work in the office all day. And it's really nice. It's like a sunbed. It's just like a delicious green sunny room.
And that's that.
Thank you for visiting our house.
We enjoyed taking you through it.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it too.
And if you have any questions or anything, please comment. Let us know.
And if you want to see more, please like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell and all that stuff. All the stuff that you...
Sharing is caring.
That you know you want to do. They know they want to do it, so do that. And now we're just going to take in this amazing view on our family farm and just chill. Bye.
Bye.